The NLEX Road Warriors are abiding by the FIBA suspension of Kiefer Ravena even as the Philippine Basketball Association and the Games and Amusement Board maintain the status quo pending receipt of the FIBA order. At press time, the PBA and the GAB had yet to receive official letter from the SBP regarding the FIBA suspension. But the NLEX management has decided not to play Ravena starting in the Road Warriors game against the Blackwater Elite at the resumption of the PBA Commissioner's Cup at the Smart Araneta Coliseum today. Meanwhile, the Samahang Basketbol ng Pilipinas has sought clarification from the International Basketball Federation (FIBA) on its 18-month suspension of Kiefer Ravena, hoping the NLEX rookie hotshot could at least be allowed to keep on playing in the local pro league. "We wrote FIBA a letter. It's not an appeal, but it's like an appeal. We're helping Kiefer because we know he's a good man and playing in the PBA is his livelihood," said SBP President Panlilio. The FIBA ruling is actually clear. It covers all leagues and activities. But we're still hoping he be spared suspension in the PBA, Panlilio also said. Ravena, meted an 18-month suspension by FIBA after being tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug, has also been excused from the NLEX practice since yesterday. The management decision is to abide by the FIBA ruling until further notice, said NLEX coach Yang Giao. But both the SBP and the NLEX Ball Club are standing behind Ravena. In the time we've worked with Kiefer, we have known him to be a man of integrity and honor. He has always abided by the principles of fair play and sportsmanship since he was a young boy, which he has continued to demonstrate in his career and as a role model to the youth through his civic activities. While we as a team do not condone the use of prohibited substances, we strongly believe that Kiefer would not knowingly take any such substance, said NLEX in a statement. His behavior has been exemplary. He has shown integrity. It's really an honest mistake. It's something that, again like Kiefer has said, in hindsight, lacking knowledge and checking what the supplements are, what this pre-workout drinks are, said Panlilio. We stand behind Kiefer. While he's suspended, we'll help him in his advocacy to spread awareness on this, Panlilio also said. Meanwhile, PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall insisted he couldn't act on the Ravena issue yet without an official notification from the national cage body. "We don't know the scope of the suspension. All I know from what I gathered is that Kiefer was tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug which is not covered by our own rules," said Marshall. But if the FIBA says Ravena is banned from playing in all leagues, we have no recourse but to follow since we're part of the SBP which is under FIBA, Marshall also said. The PBA occupies 5 seats in the SBP board, one belonging to the SBP president and another to SBP chairman emeritus Manny V. Pangilinan. The other SBP board members from the PBA are Marshall Alaska Milk's Dickie Bachman and Phoenix Fuel's Raymond Zurilla. The PBA chieftain said a possible review of their random drug test might well be included in their emergency meeting tomorrow. The PBA set the meeting to find ways how to help heal as Pilipinas form a competitive team for the 18th Asian Games in Indonesia in August. With the FIBA suspension, Ravena is now out of the heal as pool that's chasing a berth in the 2019 World Cup in China. He's long been a national mainstay, donning the national tricolors from his college days with the Ateneo Blue Eagles. The 6-foot guard is a 4-time gold medalist in the Southeast Asian Games who has also played in all the first 4 games of heal as Pilipinas in the current FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Hillas was already preparing for the next window of the FIBA WC Asian Eliminator when hit by the Ravena doping problem. Team PHL plays Chinese Taipei in Taiwan on June 29, then Australia at the Philippine Arena in Bacoa, Bulacan on July 2. Through their first 4 games, Ravena was Hillas' 7th best scorer with an average of 7.3 points. He also normed 3.3 assists, 2.0 rebounds and 1.5 steals against 1.3 turnovers in an average of 17 minutes an outing.